The Buffalo Bills made a lot of headlines this week, announcing that the team will sponsor a local chapter of the National Gay Flag Football League. The Bills executive said, "We are excited to join the NFL and other clubs across the league in their support of the NGFFL." Well, Buffalo will become the 27th local league in the country, joining these 26 and a lot of major cities in the U.S. plus Toronto. In terms of NFL teams, the Gay Flag Football League already has partnerships with the Giants and Jets in New York, the Patriots, Dolphins, Cardinals, Bears, Commanders, Seahawks. The organization has been around since 2002. Despite that, the Bills' announcement has been mischaracterized a lot over the past 24 hours.
Now you're creating an entire league that's just for the gays, and you make this announcement during Pride Month. The Buffalo Bills posted this, and they are getting wrecked right now on social media, rightfully so.
You're going to discriminate against me simply because I'm straight? You see the problem, guys? You see the problem, right?
But what makes it gay? Only gay people can play, or they play a gay way? I legit don't know. Well, it's gay. What does that mean? Well, we pause during halftime and have.
Okay, so I purposefully cut off the ending part there. There is a lot to unpack. First, to the last host, Google can be your friend. You can just look it up. The league has a website. It's been around for 22 years. There are many recreational sports leagues just like this across the country. And contrary to what the podcasters said, you do not have to be gay in order to play. The league expressly prohibits discrimination, including based on sexual orientation. We got a copy of the bylaws for the league's big championship, which make it clear that straight players are welcome. The rule is that to keep with the mission of being inclusive, at least 4 of 7 players on the field at any given time for a team must identify as LGBTQ using the honor system. It's similar to co-ed rules in many rec leagues that require a certain mix of males and females. Here's how NFL Films has described this gay flag football league.
We're a pretty open league. It's not just gay. We have transgender members. We have straight members, allies. Anybody can come play. Anybody's welcome. We just kind of ask that you keep an open mind about it.
The intensity of competition in the NGFFL reaches every level, ranging from people just learning and experiencing the game for the first time, all the way up to former Division I college athletes. But no matter their skill level or experience, one thing is clear: everyone is welcome.
Not once have I ever realized I'm the straight guy in the group. It's always been, we're just a team, we're just a community. I'm an equal member as anyone else.
It is a chance for anyone who wants to play football to come out and play football.
I'm gonna let that.
Look, some people may dislike that the Bills are doing this sponsorship. That's fine. It's a free country. Everyone has an opinion. But the Bills aren't starting a new league, as some have said. This has been around for decades, and it does not prohibit straight players. In fact, it welcomes them, despite the outrage, some of it performative, that you may have seen online.
Hold on, I'm trying to turn my camera on. I can't even find the button now. Here we go. Shout out to everybody, man. 72 and climbing in the building on this great Friday. We took the private jet to Russia. We are in St. Petersburg, Russia today. So shout out to us. We are some international players. My name is Coach Hayes, and that's my dog over there who just look like he's circling the bend right there. That's D Streeter. He should be coming right back on here in a second. I'm not sure what's going on, what's happening, but did his video cut out? I think his video cut out, but he'll be right back here in a second. Well, as you saw the opening was the end. He just said he turned his computer off. Well, he'll be right back here in a second, but I think he did that on purpose to leave me up here by myself and try and talk through this opening. Now, here's what I don't. I don't have an issue with LGBT. I don't. What I'm not understanding is like that podcast that the lady said, how is the game different? And Street just did me dirty. He left me out here on the street in Russia by myself. And I'm trying to just have an understanding what the purpose is. And it's been around since 2002. It's 2024, so 22 years. I had never heard of it until I think yesterday. Unfortunately, it was my fault we weren't on yesterday. I had some technical difficulties. I was in Miami and couldn't get my phone was tripping and all that stuff, so I couldn't get it up. But anyhow, pause. I couldn't get it up. Pause. But anyhow, I'm trying to understand what's going on. Like, what does your sexual orientation have to do with the game? Now, on the flip side of it, people will say the same thing about, oh, well, remember Michael Sam when he got drafted, he was openly gay man in the NFL who got drafted by the St. Louis Rams, I believe, at the time, from Missouri. Nothing. He's not going to play a different way, like you said, like, and maybe I'm a little lost, maybe I'm not understanding, but I'm just trying to get an understanding of I guess I'm trying to get an understanding of, and I know I'm babbling, I'm kind of lost for words, and I'm not trying to be careful with my thoughts. I'm trying to get an understanding that, like the Special Olympics, I understand that because the individuals who participate are special needs, may be disabled in some form of fashion through a loss of a limb, whatever the case may be. So therefore, the rules have to kind of alter some. All right, now you want to show back up. So I can understand that. I think the difference for me is I don't understand how the rules change because now is it co-ed, meaning men and women can play, or male, female, or however you see yourself? I'm not understanding.
I think they said it's I think they said you got to have at least 4 gay players on your team, right? That identify as.
Yeah, on the honor system. But however, that still doesn't. Okay. Yes.
How could you tell?
It's the honor system. So it's not
Did you
actually
register somewhere? I could bring Antonio Brown and be like, he gay today.
Well, it's the honor system. It's the honor system. And y'all in the chat crazy, man. Shout out to my man Joshua Steele. Biatch! Because I ain't gonna say the whole word. Hype me the ball, girl. Joshua Steele. Oh, wait a minute. Street. Joshua Steele. Right here. 5 minutes. No, you got 10 minutes in the corner, Joshua Steele. No, you got 9 minutes and 99 seconds. That's over 10 minutes. In the corner. Thank you for your dono for the $9.99. I appreciate it. My stand, what's going on? Shard, right here. Right here. This corner right here. Street. Somebody hated it.
Dog, I don't have any of my notes in front of me. I'm waiting for my computer to boot back up, dog. I did some crazy as soon as the show started, dog. My hand went down and turned my computer off.
Whatever.
So I don't have any of my notes in front of me, but I'm waiting for my computer to boot back up. But okay, so let's be straight. The league has been around. So,
we're gonna be straight. Yeah, we're gonna be straight.
the league has been around, and so these NFL teams are sponsoring charters. So like they're sponsoring their own, like Buffalo Billettes, Buffalo Bulldaggers. That's funny, boy. That's funny, boy. That's funny, boy. Come on, give me some more names. Give me some more names. Buffalo, your bill is due. So they sponsoring, like, because I see this league is across the country. This is nothing new. And there's other NFL teams involved, and Miami is one of them.
The Miami Dolphins.
Miami. No.
Street. We know we done, right? This is our last show.
Man, you heard them dudes that we played? Man, what you scared of? Did you hear them?
I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing.
No.
That job was funny though. I just said it when you threw me off guard. I wasn't expecting the word bull dagger. No, I ain't heard that since the 80s, dog.
The Buffalo Bull Daggers, dog, is funny. I don't care what you say.
So how you describe third and long?
The Buffalo back nose.
How you describe the third and long?
Third and long.
So, so here's all I'm saying. And I think the issue is, and one of the commentators said this, because we always talk about discrimination. Would this be considered a case of reverse discrimination? Because now, but they're saying you can be straight and be in this league. So if you could be straight and be in this league, and you could be gay and be in this league, why does it have to be called the gay football league? That's what I'm not understanding.
Hayes, you got to be careful with this one, I think, dog, because
I got to be careful. You just call them bull daggers.
No. You got to be careful because
okay.
I think it's no different. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Talk to me.
Than blackplanet.com.
Okay.
Black Facebook. Black this.
Okay.
I don't think it's any different. And
okay.
Right. But the problem is that it makes everybody uncomfortable, and they're moving so fast. I wish black people could unite like they unite.
Street, I gotta give you credit, dog. Man, y'all clap it up for my dog, Street. I get it. See, one thing about me, I ain't got to always.
I had to stop you, dog.
Because I was just trying to understand. Y'all clap it up. I get where you're going with that.
Right.
And I can clearly understand what you're saying. So if that's the case, then what's the issue?
The issue is where would the line be drawn? And me and you talk about this a lot. Because it's not being black. I just made that example, but it's not something you can't control. I'm not going to say it's something you can't control, but it's not just your color of your skin. Now we're talking about a preference for some people. Some people I think are born gay. Some people I think choose it, right? So now we're talking about preferences. So where would the line be drawn? The people who want to, the bestiality people coming next. You know what I'm saying? So where would society draw the line? That's because it makes people uncomfortable. It makes people uncomfortable, Hayes. Now,
so you have a bestiality football league?
They come in there. The society has to draw a line somewhere. Now, do I have empathy for a little girl that believes she was gay since she was born? You know what I'm saying? That couldn't tell anybody, who felt that way for. That's something that she can't control, right? But society is going to have to pump the brakes, because we can't keep sending 6'5", 6'4" gay males in the bathroom with our daughters, and we can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep doing that. So society is going to have to draw a line at some point. It makes us uncomfortable, Hayes. That's why I think it's a problem.
No, I can agree. I can agree that anything that's controversial, right, becomes a problem. People don't like. However, as I'm thinking about what you said, and you kind of set me straight. I'm
not here to set you straight, dog. I'm just here to save us.
No. Save us. You set me still. Well, for you to make me see it in a different light.
Right.
I can go with that. However, when I look at sports and I think about Black Planet, or I think about, let's say, Black History Month, or this, that, and the other, what is the mission behind having the league? So, for example, when you have Black History Month, I guess the Gay Football League is now to bring awareness to gay people in sport?
Hayes, I don't think everything how could I say this? I don't think everything we see is for a purpose, a mission. I think a lot of things we see is for power, leverage, and who has the leverage, who has the power.
Okay.
It's just like anything. It's something has started, and now they banded together, and now they're growing the brand of LGBT. You know what I'm saying? They're growing it, and they're moving as such to give themselves power. They fought to get legislation changed. They fought to give. You see what I'm saying? So it's about power. It's the thing that black people don't know how to do.
But here's why I'm gonna disagree. Now I'll disagree with you on that. I think, can I just say this? And I'm just going to be as open and honest as I can about it. There's a racial component to this. But because the LGBT color crosses color barriers, I believe the movement can be moved faster. Because we saw black people out there playing football, gay, college athletes, this, that, and other. We saw white people, Spanish, Asian, whatever. But when it comes to race and power, there are things and mechanisms put in place in order to keep you oppressed or stifled, right?
Right.
Because that's a whole different thing. And I know last show we was on another road, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. And I think that's the thing. Now, let's just say, for example, if being gay were only black people, I don't think it would be this much movement in it. But congressmen, governors, mayors, political powers, head of CEOs, head of lobbyists, they have gay people in their families, just like I do. I don't know if you do, but I do. And so, with that being said, therefore, it is allowed to be promoted, even with those people of power, and maybe some of those people are gay.
Yeah,
maybe
it
is. Lindsey Graham, I don't know.
Yeah, but sadly to say though, Hayes, we have all that. We have all that you just named.
Agreed.
Yeah, we do.
But the mechanisms
now
are
in
not
2024, and now in 2024, we have all that. Everything you just named, and it still goes back to my original problem. We don't know how to connect it.
Why is that? Why do you think we're probably, I'll say because I see it as us, the only race that doesn't know how to connect it?
Because we started from zero. Rod Mack pointed this out to me. We started from zero. Like when Cubans come over here, some of them come over here as gangsters. Some of them come over here as doctors. Some of them come over here as political people. I think here in America we started from zero. So when Clarence Thomas makes it to the Senate, he gets on the mountain. He's up there by himself. There's no blueprint. There's no blueprint of how to pull, because I think because us in America we started from zero. So we don't really have any culture. We don't really have any connection, and it was kind of beat out of us. I mean, it goes back to slavery. I mean, it goes back to, you know what I'm saying, a lot of mental things that was playing. But I believe, that's what I believe. I believe we don't have, when an NBA player makes it to the NBA, he gets there and now he's the richest person in his family. There's no blueprint of how to galvanize the family, how to deal with the family, how to deal with and there, you know what I'm saying, there's no standard operating procedures. I think a lot of other, like you say, LGBT, I think a lot of other races and stuff have people in different things, right, that knows how to do those things. Now, that's where I agree with you at. They know how to galvanize the people. They know how to move as a unit. I think we get in places and get in a room and we be like, I made it. I'm in air conditioning.
And so, yeah,
I'm
but
with
to
the
your
rich
point,
people.
but to me, that's the mechanism I'm saying, the oppressive mechanism that once you make it, your brain, you have been brainwashed to say, I'm just going to take care of me, myself, and I'm not going to reach back. Hence the word crabs in a bucket. As you try to climb up, I'm going to pull you down. That is what I was talking about when I say the mechanisms that keep us oppressed. And again, I will say, as I said on the other show, we're not that far removed from these things, from Jim Crow, from actual slavery. Believe it or not, when we think about time, think about this. Street, me and you been out of high school 30 years. And you can vividly remember like it was yesterday. I know I can.
Right.
So 30 years is a long time, but it's not a long time in essence of what we're talking about. So when you talk about 65, when slavery in 1865, slavery ends, then Jim Crow and Reconstruction, you start talking about all those different things, it's not that far removed. And so therefore, those are the type of things that I'm saying, the mechanisms that have been ingrained in this culture to keep the mind oppressed and not to push on. And you had to get an okay from somebody that doesn't look like you in order to pass legislature.
Right.
And that's where the problem lies. But we could get deep in that for real, man. But let's talk about this Friday, man. We in Russia right now.
Lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah. We've took the 226 people in the building. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We are dual streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button on both sides of the street. So talk to us, man. We got on the thumbnail. Colorado is in the hunt to flip Juju Lewis, who is currently committed to USC, which is Southern Cal. For people that think that's South Carolina, but no, that's Southern. We're talking about Southern Cal. But there's also a list of other players as well that are on the flip list. Let's talk about commitments and flip lists. Do you think colleges should be going after a kid who's already made a verbal commitment to a university? I'm just posing a question. I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just posing a question.
Of course, because that same kid, that college will drop. Yeah, so he's nobody. I mean, the origins of the verbal commitment. Where did that even come from? You probably know. You know what I'm saying? Where did that even come from? Where did that even come from? It's the only place in business where it's like, you verbally said that, stand on it. They won't deal with you like that. Yeah. So no, I mean,
as Jaden Rashada, huh? Where my money, dog?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, of course. I think it should be a race to the finish. I mean, a fight to the finish.
Yeah, because and truth be said, I agree with you. I just posed a question to get the conversation started, but I do agree with you. You ain't mine until we marry, right? So yeah, y'all dating. Yeah, she might cheat on you, but she technically ain't. She ain't yours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You hope she is. You don't put a lot of time, effort, and energy, right? Think about it. It's the same concept. I always say recruiting is just like dating. It's the same concept. You're out here courting a young lady, as the old school term, right? You're spending money, you're buying flowers, you're taking her to nice restaurants, you're doing all these great things, and eventually you're going to have to ask her to marry you. Well, in today's time, she might ask you, but you ask her to marry, and then once you put the ring on, that's what's considered binding, right? The marriage, right? There's no recourse if your girlfriend cheats on you, except you break up with her. You can't go to court and be like, Your Honor, my girlfriend cheated on me. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything until you sign that document, which is the marriage license.
Right.
In essence. So no, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And Juju Lewis right now is the number 2 quarterback in the country. He's the number 1 according to some other sites. So
big time.
I'll just say big time. Yeah, big time, a top quarterback right now coming out of Georgia. And USC has been committed to USC here. Colorado's in a push, and I know Colorado definitely needs one because Shedeur Sanders is probably, and 99.999% sure he's out the door to the NFL, even though he does have another year of eligibility. But I believe he currently is going to be out the door, and Colorado is in a scramble for a quarterback because I don't believe they currently have one on the roster of that caliber. That's just my opinion.
Who is their backup quarterback?
A young man named Ryan Staub. And then they got a young man came from Vanderbilt, and then another one of the twins that came from Kentucky. But I don't believe any of those three are the answer for Colorado moving forward. That's just my opinion. I may be wrong. I mean, none of them are in the same stratosphere as Shedeur Sanders.
I think you're right, though. I think you're right.
What you mean?
I think you're right. He's not the answer.
No, he's not the answer.
No, not at all.
Here's what I'll ask you then. Just speaking of this, so Juju, his name is Julian Lewis for people that don't know, but they call him Juju. So Juju Lewis, comes to Colorado, but then he would be potentially starting as a true freshman, right? And then we can get into the Colorado thing, but I do want to talk about some other flip commitments that are out there. But of course, he's being courted by Colorado, who's one of the most most polarizing programs right now, regardless of wins or losses, because of Coach Prime.
Right.
Do you think Colorado can flip him behind a Lincoln Riley, who has had 2 Heisman Trophy winners so far?
What I believe they shouldn't be able to flip him. I think Lincoln Riley is the quarterback wizard. I think we saw what he did in Oklahoma with that run of quarterback and Heisman. And if I was a quarterback, I wouldn't dare. I would shut down my recruitment before, you know what I'm saying? But it's such a competitive sport now, Hayes. Like Julian may walk in there, but we don't know who's walking there with. He may walk, you know what I'm saying? It's so competitive at the quarterback position that Colorado's fighting chance is only what you just said. You walk in this thing and you a starter first day. Why would you go over there, dog? You finna go over there and sit down? Man, their quarterback just threw 5 touchdowns in the bowl game. You finna go sit behind him for 3 years? And that's their fighting chance.
Yeah, because this is interesting, right? FMJ, and I will take what you say as Coach Prime said. I'm not saying he didn't say it. I just hadn't heard it, so I can't back that up. But
Say what? Say what? Say what?
Right here. It says, but CP, which is Coach Prime, has stated he thinks kids should not be able to take visits to other schools if they commit. But he's chasing Juju, Chase Travis, Chase Kamani, all of whom were committed. Ow!
Yeah, he did say something like that.
So again, right? But again, that's the nature of the beast you're fighting. That is the nature of the beast that you're fighting right now.
Right.
You good? You want to switch out?
Yeah, yeah. Switch me out.
All right. I'm gonna kick you from the other one. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, man. So to me, that's interesting. Thank you, doggone FMJ for that. But yeah, to that point, you know, that's why I say when people say stuff, a lot of people just say it and they don't think so. But at the flip side, I guess he's 100% right. And I never thought of it. You went and Chase Travis, Chase Kamani, right? And then now you have to Juju. Wow. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, listen, man. What people say to the media, I take with a grain of salt, man. I don't take none of it serious. They use the media as tools to project whatever message they want to get out today.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you. Say that again, Street. Because boy, people hang on every word. He said he wasn't gonna leave. He said he's gonna be in Colorado for 10 years. He just might, but guess what?
Yeah.
Nick Saban said the same thing about the Dolphins. Going to Alabama. Mario Cristobal said that at Oregon. Going to Miami.
Gone.
Lane Kiffin said that in Tennessee. Going to USC.
Gone.
Come on. So I just look at it in that light. that, and this goes back to my question I asked before. Are kids committing too early, especially, I think there's two levels of kids history. There are kids who have the ball in their court, and there are kids who don't. Kids who don't have the ball in their court, what do I mean by ball in their court? Meaning they have the leverage. They have the final say-so. Like, you'll find an open spot for Juju Lewis if you want to come to your school. If Juju Lewis went to West Virginia, decided right now, man, I want to go to West Virginia, they'll find a spot for him. He has the ball in their court. The ball is in his court. But then you have those kids that's kind of on the fence where, I want to commit because I kind of want to solidify, I have a spot here, which doesn't mean you do because it is verbal. Right. But at least I want to say, hey, I'm part of the team. You know what I mean? Do you think players should be committing verbally even this early?
Quite know what goes with it, man. This stuff can become deep. It can become really deep. Do you think a college will ever pay a kid to verbally commit?
Oh, sure they would.
Right. This stuff can get really deep because when that kid verbally commits, especially if a Julian Lewis verbally commits, now you can go ahead and recruit your wide receivers.
Yeah. And you tell them, look, the future's here for at least 3 years, minimum.
Right. Yeah. So should they be verbally committed? I think this is all being pushed. It's all being pushed by the colleges, bro. It's all being pushed by the eagerness of wanting to pull a recruit. And a lot of times they get out of bounds with it. Like, they get out of bounds and be butt naked out there, like these collectives. Butt naked, they ain't got nothing to say on. Just write a check.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because to me, it's also part of, I'll say this, I don't have any proof of this, but I'll just say this. I wouldn't be surprised if these recruiting media outlets were a part of this, because remember, when I started coaching, you didn't know where a kid was going to go until February, right? He may like this school, but it was no commitment, like verbal commitment being held. He may be rocking the Alabama gloves at the game, this game, next game he got on Miami glove, next game he got on Oklahoma glove. People thought they knew, but he never came out and made a true commitment, right?
Right.
Now I think, and I'm just going to say this, the 247s, on threes, rivals, so forth and so on, have made this an entertainment ploy to get people talking, especially this time of year. If you look at it, this time of year has always been dead in college football because there's no football being played. There's no, you get some training, of course, priming them and now bringing well off media, so you bring your eyes to the practices. But this time was a dead period. So now you're getting young men to commit. And guess what? That's creating content, creating clicks, creating likes, breakdowns, and so forth. So I think it's a whole industry ploy with the commitment thing. And then now flip season has become part 2 of, you know what I mean? Because I got a whole article here, which I can show you here on Rivals. The headline is 8 committed prospects on Flip Watch this summer. That's a whole.
Well, your kid on that list, I know they scared. I know you scared.
So here's what I'm going to do. Get this crap out of here. All right. So Juju Lewis was number 1, right? So they're talking about him, trying to blow it so people can read it. Juju Lewis, we just kind of talked about a little bit. DeCorian Moore, who's a wide receiver from Duncanville, I did his breakdown. Dynamic, super fast. I don't know if he's on that 4x1. If he ain't, boy, then somebody else got some blazers. But he has decommitted from LSU. And now they're talking about him going to Ohio State. God, put me in the game, coach.
Get this thing together, dog. Get this thing right. Put the headphones up there for.
I have no idea.
Do the rest of the show like this, dog. Do the rest of the 38, 33 black.
What's that on your? What's that? Your mouthpiece? Oh.
It's actually an IMG media pass.
So anyway, while he over there getting ready to get in the game, so you got Decorian Moore, you got Justice Terry. I did Justice Terry also, right? Number one in his position for defensive tackle, 6'5", 275, right? Listen, okay, look at this. After surprisingly flipping from Georgia to USC in March, the first call he got was from Kirby Smart, who didn't try to convince him to flip back, but slowly started recruiting process again and worked to get Terry back in Athens. This was a brilliant move by Georgia's coach, as there is a history of players from the state of Georgia coming out to USC. Loving it, but eventually deciding that playing for the Bulldogs would be the right move. We'll see if Terry decides the same. So this is back to what we're talking about, Street.
Right.
We're talking about college recruiting. Not only you got to recruit the kid once, okay, you flip him, you feel he's that good. I got to recruit him again. Then when I get him on campus for the first year, I got to recruit him again because another team will go after him in the transfer portal. But then year 2, I got to recruit him again. And in year 3, I got to, bro, be a college coach. God.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. Solomon Thomas, Florida State commit, right? He's been committed since December. 6 months. And now look at this. Who knows where he'll go?
It's like never ending, dog.
KJ Lacey converted to Texas since June of 23. A year ago, he's been committed, right? A quarterback since a year. And now he's on the watch.
Did you recruit when you were coaching?
Yeah, we would put out. I didn't go out to hell. I don't work there no more. Yeah, I used to go to some school. That's how I actually went to Flanagan with Bush and them, man. So Bush and them. Yeah. I went, but because I was from the crib, I could get around, and you know what I mean. I just wouldn't have any FIU stuff on. But because I was from the crib, you see what I'm saying? I could go out there. So Coach would have his FIU stuff on. I wouldn't, but I could walk out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I got it.
Yeah. And so unofficially, yes. You know what I mean? Like when they came in the building, that kind of stuff, get on the phone, holler at them, talk to them. But it's because I also knew a lot of the coaches, you know, hey man, put me on the phone with such and such, blah, blah, blah. And we get on there. And so that was my connection. Keelan Russell. Think about this. Keelan Russell had flipped from SMU, right? I just did his tape. And he, I think he just won the Elite 11, if I'm not mistaken, but he flipped from SMU and is now committed to Alabama.
Right.
Yeah. So,
it don't stop, dog. It don't stop.
No. Hilton Stubbs, USC receiver. Deuce Knight. Another, and if you notice, a lot of them is quarterbacks, but I just want to put that up there, man, to show you that it's more than just Juju Lewis. Man, Joe, where you been, man? Babby, listen, I'm gonna just say this real quick. I know this Hayes Street, but when y'all get missing, I be feeling some kind of way. Just at least throw a thumbs up in the chat. I know y'all good. I'm still looking for the Oracle, Miss Wilcox, aka the Oracle. I haven't talked to her in over 3.5 months, so I've been worried about if anybody can find her, nowhere. If maybe a family member is out watching, please let me know. CoachHayesFootball@gmail.com. I just want to make sure she's okay.
It's been 3 months.
Yeah, dog. Probably longer than that. And usually she may not call. She always call in, but usually she didn't. She'll leave a chat or something. I know it's her, and I'm good. But it's been, yeah.
Damn.
I know you got work, dog. All I need you to do is throw a thumbs up in the chat, and I see your name, and we good to go. Hey, she said, "Why you got the helmet on, Street?
Huh?
You about to run through a wall for old Coach, huh?"
I just felt like doing the thing a little different. I know y'all thought the helmet was fake, but this thing real, boy.
So here what I'm gonna tell you, Street. I got a bet out there. Shout out to Dave Talks Buffs that Colorado will have a better record than Miami, and I have to wear a Colorado uniform, helmet and all, if their record is better than ours, and he would have to wear a Miami helmet if our record's better than his. So I told him he need to go buy it now. I saw a sale on eBay. It'd be cheaper for him.
Is there one person in the chat that believes Colorado will have a better record than the University of Miami? I don't want to hear nothing from Miami fans. The person in the chat that believes Colorado will have a better record than Miami, give a thumbs up.
I bet another dude his left eyebrow, also same bet, but he got to shave his left eyebrow off live on TV.
What's the premises? Like, what are they going off of? How do they get there? Shedeur dropped. Okay, we have Shedeur, one of the best quarterbacks in college football. He drops back, and then we go where from there?
He's gonna throw to Travis Hunter, the best athlete in college football.
Okay, perfect. How many times does that happen? I've never
Oh
seen
my God.
What?
You know what? I'm sorry. Black Butterfly. You're not even in the corner. You have been suspended. You are suspended.
Peter.
Coach A's football started a gay football league. So Peter will have a whole new meaning in the league. You know what she means? Hold on. But you know what Peter means, right?
What Peter mean?
So in football, when there's a punt in the air, you know what, Black Butterfly? You got a whole hour. You got a whole hour.
It had the same meaning. You just had willing catchers.
Yeah, so Peter is like, so for people that don't know, when there's a punt, the word Peter means get away, right? So if the ball punt, the ball rolling around, you know, if it hits your teammate, it's a live ball. So you yell out, Peter, and that makes everybody disperse. So now what does Peter mean, Black Butterfly, before you eloquently trot on over to that corner?
When I hear that, Peter, that's what I hear. I hear the word Peter is before wing and men get away. Like nobody wants to touch the Peter. That's what I always thought. Like,
it might just be, dog. I don't know.
That's what I always thought. So why use the word Peter if we're not? Because when men, we ain't touching nobody Peter. You know what I'm saying? We ain't like the women trying to see people. You got your breast there, girl. Let me. Ooh, girl, they soft. If a Peter land in a group full of men, we getting out of there.
Okay. Where does the term Peter come from? Hold up. Okay. This is what it says. Now, it's not a true answer, but this is what somebody wrote. Peter is yelled when a punt doesn't travel far and you want blockers to get away from the ball to make sure it doesn't turn a turnover. Okay. We always use this word when I play football, and the explanation was that you aren't supposed to play with your Peter. Just a funny way to remember and understand what to do when you hear the word. So many words are used for other situations. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I never thought of it, Street. But to your point, I guarantee some football coach came up and said just what you said. That was his explanation for using the word Peter. I didn't even think about it. No.
That's the only logic that comes to mind for me.
And I'd say this, back then we weren't coaching, and that's not really a culturally black term, Peter. So I can see a coach sitting in the office talking about, you know what, Peter, because in football, I have to say this, when you call plays, you do try to make words relative to what's going on so players can remember it easily. Word, what do they call it, man? Word recognition, that kind of stuff. Dang, Street, you just taught me something, man. Coach me, coach.
In a football league, when there's a fumble, they would yell Peter. That's funny though. I don't care what y'all say. That's funny. Peter. That's funny, dog. I don't care what y'all say, dog. That is hilarious. You're not supposed to play with Peter. Who came up with that?
It sounds logical though. Like yes, it's a plausible explanation. I could definitely see it now because I'm thinking to myself, Peter, but I ain't think about it.
You're not supposed to play with your Peter. So listen, man. Matthew Stafford's wife was in the news again, dog.
Oh God.
Some of this stuff I'm starting not to understand, bro. Matthew Stafford's wife was in the room. I'm just gonna let y'all listen, and then we'll just decipher it from there.
How you talking from the corner, Black Butterfly?
Matthew Stafford's wife was in the news again. Come on, I'm gonna let y'all hear it, and then we can talk about it.
Date and you were all in? Yeah, girl. Anyways, long story short, it wasn't that cute of a relationship at first. I hated him. I loved him. I dated the backup to piss him off, which worked.
Yes.
He was like,
that'll do it.
He was the bad boy too. Like Matthew's so sweet and Southern gentleman and all that stuff. And the backup was the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Ooh, and it upset him. So they lived in the same dorm because athletes lived in the same dorm, and he would see my car there. And so at one point he like waited and followed me out and got in my car and wouldn't get out. And he was like,
this is so hot.
I was like, this is amazing. Working.
Yeah.
I was get out of my car and he was like, he's not right for you. And I was like, what? You can't tell me that.
Oh my. So Matthew Stafford's wife, who has been, I think didn't Blueface have to tell his wife to chill out? The only
Kenneth Tongue, take this corner right here, Kenneth Tongue. You got 8 minutes. They only practice 2 sports.
Matthew Stafford's wife comes out and says, in college, basically Matthew Stafford, you know what I'm saying? The we can listen to it again. The relationship wasn't great in the beginning, and it sounds like she had to impose her will, and she started dating his backup. And said this on the podcast. Then she talked about how the backup was a bad guy. He was Fonz with the black leather jacket. And Matthew's such a good guy. He's clean cut, goes to church, cuts his pickles up.
His pickles? His pickles?
Remember Blueface had to tell Matthew Stafford, hey man, tell your bitch to shut up, man. Remember? Why? What's the purpose of her? Your husband should be your king. Like what's the purpose of her telling this story?
Okay, here's my question. Are they still currently married?
Yeah.
See that right there? See, everything ain't content, dog. This is what I be talking about. Now, guess what? He'll be wrong if he go out and start telling his escapades. Now, every woman in the world, I'm sorry, I can't use the word every, a large percentage of women in the world, he's a dog, girl. If he went out there and said, yeah, after we played Georgia Tech in that rivalry week, I went out there and knocked 3 of them off. Yep. Now, he'll be wrong.
Right.
You just embarrassed the man, dog. Like, you embarrassed that man. For what? Like, for what?
I'm going to tell you what. Because what he said, he's the nice guy.
Yeah.
And women only respond to alpha shit. That's why she thinks she can go up there and talk like that.
So if he came in there and put his helmet, if he wore his helmet home from practice and said, make me a bologna sandwich, like you doing right now, he'd be good.
That's how our boss talked to her.
Dog say, I came in and see Buddy in a helmet and sunglasses. I ain't even high. Nah, dog. This Hayes Street. We in Russia right now. Shout out to St. Petersburg, Russia right now. 361 people in the building. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button.
Check this out, dog. Yeah, y'all hit the subscribe and like button, man. Kiki, didn't Matthew Stafford wife and Blueface have some words? Didn't they kind of go at it or something at one point in time?
Public disagreement with rapper Blueface in September 2022. The controversy started when Blueface posted a video on social media showing him making it rain money on strippers at a nightclub while his infant son was present. Kelly criticized Blueface's actions on her podcast The Morning After with Kelly Stafford, calling it disgusting and expressing concern about the child's welfare. Blueface responded to Kelly's criticism on social media, defending his actions and calling her out for judging him. The exchange received significant media attention, highlighting the clash between Kelly's views on parenting and Blueface's defense.
Hold up now, Kiki. Kiki, hold up. I think those strippers were actually at the Rams game. Yes or no?
Discussing the responsibilities and public scrutiny.
Let me see. Hold up. Okay. Now Kiki, she okay. All right, now Kiki, you must be asleep when I called you. You know what I'm saying? All right.
The incident involving Kelly Stafford and Blueface did occur in the context of a Los Angeles Rams game. In September 2022, Blueface attended a Rams game and brought strippers to the event, causing a stir. Kelly Stafford criticized this behavior on her podcast, expressing that it was inappropriate to have strippers at a family-friendly sports event. Blueface responded to her comments on social media, defending his actions and pushing back against her criticism.
Basically, he said, "Hey, Matthew, man, tell your bitch shut up." Basically, that's what he said. Yeah.
So yeah. See, I didn't even know who she was. It's my first time here, so apparently she has a podcast. I think with the whole social media, these platforms, there's no such thing as like you don't even have private. Like you think being open is okay, and that is okay if it's about you. If you want to tell a story about you, that's fine. But even have the audacity to go to him, maybe she got approval, but even have the audacity to go to him, and he might just be soft and be like, "Yeah, sure, babe, whatever you want."
Right.
You taking a man? Look here, dog.
The women in the comment section. Can y'all see how like are y'all defending her? Can y'all see how that happened? Like, close your eyes, Hayes.
Let's go.
That boy pays the money for them seats. He can do whatever he want to do. They ain't say nothing about him throwing money in the stands. He paid for that. He paid for that box, man. He can do whatever he want to do. And right here, Matthew Stafford's wife slams Blueface for sweet strippers. It's embarrassing, is what she said. Well, that was embarrassing. Well, here we go.
But it goes to show you her mindset, though, Street. She said, "I dated the backup quarterback to make him mad." You got an evil heart, woman. Not that you dated somebody on the team. You dated the dude that is backing him up, that they have to interact every day. They're in the same room all day. They're in the same practice. Like, it's already bad you dating somebody on the team, right? But to go after the dude that is his backup, I would wonder who that is. Somebody come up in the chat, the fact checkers out here. Please tell me who was the backup? Them streetwalkers out there. Them streetwalkers out there. Somebody come out there and tell us Who was the backup quarterback for Matthew Stafford when he was at Georgia? And who could it have been? Oh, Lord. Sean says it was Logan Gray, third stringer. So you didn't even let the second string dude. You let the third string dude play my violin. Oh, hell no, Street. Bruh, not my violin, Street. Not my violin, dog. Nah, you can't be stroking my violin, bruh. That's my violin. You on mute, dog.
Make sure none of my Beijing came off in my helmet, dog. Gotta keep my shit. Northern picnic week this weekend. Okay, my Beijing can't be coming up.
Beijing.
Ain't none of my Beijing came off, brother. Sad.
Oh, Lord. Sean says, actually, the fourth string. They converted him to a punt returner. Oh, Lord. And then got nerve to say he would see my car parked at the dorm. Man, you just straight cool, man.
Listen. I think y'all missing it. She went, dog, you know how diabolical that is. She went after the guy.
A savage.
That's opposite of him, who she probably knows he envies a little, even though he's, you know what I'm saying? He probably look at the guy and be like, damn, that man cool as hell, man. I grew up in motherfucking Wisconsin. So he can only imagine in his head what the bad guy is doing to Kelly. Dog, that's diabolical, dog.
And you know, think about it. That man see your car parked out there. He looking out his window in his dorm room like this. He see your car parked. And you know that boy in there playing your violin right now. Straight stroking.
Reggie said this old news that came out years ago. Reggie, I don't know, Reggie. I think you're talking about the other. This happened with another quarterback. This is my first time ever hearing of this.
I don't care if it's old or new. We talking about it right now. And to me, she need to be canceled.
I think it happened to Ricky Williams and his quarterback or something like that.
I know it happened in the program with Omar Epps in the fullback. He wouldn't block for him. See that Holly Berry, she dangerous, boy. I tell y'all about old Holly. Holly dangerous, boy. What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, Go Talk? Everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Got a lot going on, but yeah, man, that's just that's dirt work. That ain't nasty work. That's dirt work, dog. You finna go after the backup quarterback because he's a bad boy. And I knew, here's what I knew it would make him mad. I knew it would make him mad. What?
Dirty dog.
And you still married? Bruh. But guess what?
What's up?
Bruh. I was just gonna say, man, I know that man got kids and stuff. Now my mama, she a garden tool out here. Not if kids in the school gonna be talking about me. That's why your mama.
He called her a garden tool.
Yeah, she'll locker room pass around.
For women, I know for women in the chat, I know y'all probably saying to yourself, but men cheat all the time. Y'all stick your hand in, right? Right?
Straight up sorry, dog. Sean Kemp, whether you tell the truth or not, you got this corner right here. Everybody thought it was Joe Cox out of all names, right? Joe Cox. But old Joey C like the sisters. Look, not only you gonna cheat on me with the backup dude, but you gonna cheat on me with a dude last name Cox? Oh God, hey,
Joe Cox.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey Julia, how you doing, baby? We miss you over here.
That just makes it worse.
Oh my God. But I'm saying, so Reggie's saying, that he was known for getting his creep on. But imagine if he come on Hayes Street and he tell a story. She'd be like, I don't believe you could embarrass me like that. You actually slept with Karen? My roommate, Karen? Oh my God.
Karen.
Lawrence Barber. What's up with y'all? Talking about drinking cold beer and watching y'all. Appreciate it, man. Great Friday afternoon, man. Or Friday night now. It's 8:48. 382 people in the building. Y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button and make it happen.
Let me see you do it. Right, left. Do it.
Well, if I was Matthew Stafford, boy, I'd have jumped on her show. That's, to me, can I say this? That's no different than the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett when they talking about I had an entanglement. Like Will Smith, at least he was there. At least he was there.
Right. They did that right. Yeah.
But dog, I'm sorry, dog. You were weak. If you wrote it in a book, but to sit up here on video and I'm supposed to be sitting across from you like this, and you talking about my son's friend played my violin, was in there stroking my violin. This is all he could be thinking.
I think I don't know, dog. I don't know. I think Will Smith and Jada, I think they have different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Coach, make sure you take that grab it off for those folks with the white jacket show up.
No, Streeter could be whatever he want to be. If everybody else, that's what we're saying. If you want to be a bestiality, keep your helmet on, dog.
Helmet on. I ain't even no Cowboy fan. I just happen to have a helmet, dog. You feel me? You feel me? But I think Will Smith have a different perspective on life, Hayes, and I love the place Will Smith has got mentally, though. But I don't think a lot of people can identify with him. I don't think a lot of people can relate to where he is mentally. You feel me?
Bruh.
And that Bad Boys movie was fire for the record, dog. That Bad Boys movie was
the new
fire.
One?
Yes.
The new one? Okay.
Shocked the hell out of me, dog.
I gotta watch it.
Dog, shocked the hell out of me, dog. The movie was good.
I'm gonna give me a slab of ribs, boy, and go to work, boy. As soon as we get off this show.
It's good. So, but I think Will Smith mentally is at a point where most people don't get to. Will Smith say, "Listen, man, I wish." Jim Carrey said the same thing. Your graham crackers and Jello will be served in 10 minutes.
Reggie, 10 minutes in the corner. In 10 minutes, you won't see him eating them graham crackers and Jello, but you're gonna be in the corner. God
graham
damn.
crackers and Jello. Hey. Yeah, Will Smith say, "Man, listen, bro. Like, nothing you could buy can make you happy." I believe that the stuff that he's got, the place that he's gotten to mentally. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe a lot of people just can't relate. They can't relate to where he is mentally. A lot of people haven't had a chance to buy everything in life. A lot of people haven't had a chance to wake up and everything's at your fingertips. Nobody will tell you no. So at that point, where is happiness? What is happiness?
I don't know. I guess old school know what happiness is. Anything for the show. He says pride flower pansexual. Hey, old school, I don't know how you get down. I know we were talking about the show, but relax, man. I don't know what the pride flower pansexual means.
We don't
Relax.
know we don't know what you're talking about.
Poor old school.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff I don't understand. Him and her and she and that. I'm not even getting in it, bro. Like, y'all ain't finna confuse me.
Yeah. Rawhide, what's up with you, baby? But yeah, no, man, we have like I don't know, man. Like I said, we just having a good time. We talking about it. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's dirt work by her, man, to put that man business out. Here's what I'll say. If he agreed to it, I can't call it dirt work. But she took advantage of his niceness, his kindness for weakness. Because he probably just old softy. Sure, honey. I mean, I want you to be able to express your feelings and have a real, be real vulnerable and a real transparent podcast. Not at my expense. Nah, bro. Nah.
Yeah, like when so when we talking, we just talking. We don't know if Perfect example. Story time. When I was in Marine Corps boot camp, perfect example. When I was in Marine Corps boot camp, before I went to boot camp, I had a girlfriend. And somehow we came to the conclusion that while I'm at boot camp and I'm going, it's okay that she can go to movies with guys or she can go out with guys or something like that. Somehow we got to that conclusion, right? I'm at boot camp. I made it through boot camp 2 months. My homeboy pins me a letter. Best friend, Frog, just left his house. Street. Hey, man, check this out, man. Moya ain't about nothing, dog. I saw her ass at the movie theater with this dude and I cussed her ass out.
Damn.
Now, he didn't know that me and her made that agreement. You know what I'm saying? That we was okay. He didn't know. He didn't know.
Hold up. Welcome to the dark side, my brother. What did you just say?
We had an agreement that, dog, listen, okay, I'm going to get here with you. Moya, my high school girlfriend, was
You put a name out there, but go ahead.
one of the most honest people I had ever met. I had never met somebody that would tell you the truth, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And it made me trust her. You feel me? Because she was very, very honest. So somehow, this was high school, so I don't remember. Somehow we got to that point where I was like, yeah, man, where I'm going, man, you can go on a date, man, but don't be, Peter, okay? Don't Peter.
Peter.
No Peter. When you see Peter, you Peter. But my homeboy Frog wrote me a letter saying he cussed her out at the movies. But he didn't know that we had that, you know what I'm saying? And I could have went fine through boot camp without him ever telling me that, because I'm in boot camp, I can't do nothing about it. But that's the same thing with Matthew and his wife. Like, we don't know what their agreement is. We don't know what they talk about. Like, we don't need, he could have been said, man, I don't care about that. I won you. I got the prize. Don't talk about what you want to talk about.
She the prize? I mean, I get what you're saying. I know what you mean, but I'm Matthew Stafford, dog. I'm the quarterback at Georgia.
She all over his social media. It's like his family is his life.
Yeah, guess what? Don't try me like that. Cause see, I you know my name Petty Pendergrass now. Cause I'll be the same dude to come on and start. I start a podcast just for one episode, just to tell that one story, and then never do it again. So that one time in Georgia, like I said, that one time in Georgia, we had tutors, and I'm part of the Mile High Club, going 600 miles per hour at 30,000 feet. Yeah, my girlfriend was waiting for me. She actually picked me up from the airport and gave the tutor a ride back to the dorm. See, I've been that dude. Yes, thank you. Right here, Aisha Curry vibes. Yeah, that craziness she said. No, sir.
So tell me this, Hayes. What's more powerful, right? The fact that she was able to pull some leverage by going to sleep with the backup, right? And showing control and getting him back, or the fact that you have so much influence over somebody's life that they will do something. They will do something that has no meaning just to get back at you. What side would you rather be on?
All right, say it again. I want to be clear what I'm saying. Okay. The power of what?
She did what she did out of desperation to basically get his attention, or basically wake him up. Hey, man, wake up. I don't have to be here. She don't care nothing about the backup. She's just doing it. The reason she's doing it is the backup is just a pawn. She's doing it to get at Matthew, right?
Okay.
But Matthew, that's how much emphasis he have on her life. Like, that's, you see what I'm saying? Like, obviously he's the only thing to her. So which side would you rather be on? Would you rather be the person that you out here going to do something so egregious just to get Keisha attention, or would you rather be Keisha?
I mean, I would rather be Keisha, but
Right.
what I'm saying, no, but hear what I'm saying. Jay-Z said it best. I was just hollering at them girls. I was gonna be right back. You don't get a brother like that. See what I'm saying? Like, I was just hollering. I was gonna be back. You ain't gotta get me back like that. You know, of all things, you can't let nobody stroke your violin.
Yeah.
Bro,
Here
most men, can I say this? Most men can overcome anything but getting a violin stroke. Because that's the visual that we can't handle. Most men can tolerate you taking their money. Most men can tolerate you burning up their clothes. Most men can tolerate you making a bad investment. Most men, I ain't saying all because it's 2024. You got some, but most men can't tolerate butt cheeks and calf muscles, if you understand what I'm saying.
Right. It's emotional, right? If you could rise above the emotion, right, you would logically be able to see she only over there. she only over there because she want my attention. If you could get past the emotions.
But Street, you got to find a better way to get my attention than that. I'm sorry.
Well, you can't control her, but what I'm saying is it's an emotional move. And if you don't, it's like the bait going in the water for the fish. If you don't bite it, your ass will never end up in a boat.
I get it, but I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, for me, she played a dangerous game and looked like she won it. She won the game. Like, that's a dangerous game. Like that's a dangerous game to play, meaning, like, because he could have simply said, oh, I'm going to tell my homeboy to come back through the room and we're going to WWF this thing, if you know what I'm saying, what I'm saying.
Right, because at that point is what lands us here. When she was able to do that to him, right, and pulled him back in, women like leaders, dog. They like strong men. They like, at that point is when, to me, the relationship was over. Not because, it's because if I do go back, she checkmated me one time, and yeah, it's like, nah, you don't ever want your wife checkmating you.
And here's the funny thing. Not only that, here's what's dangerous about it if you take it back. If she feels that she needs to get your attention again, she may try it again. Because it worked.
Ray Caruth. He played for the Ray Caruth. Trump. He ain't gonna keep trying me.
Oh, shit. I thought you said Trump, like Donald Trump. You said Trump. Oh, Jesus.
He ain't gonna keep trying me, Kelly. Ray Caruth, Trump. Nah, I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan, not at all. I just happen to have a Dallas Cowboy helmet, dog. I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm a Miami fan. Shout out to the 400 people. Hit the like button and share, bro. We in this thing. Hey, you got on see how, dog?
Yeah, I don't see how the hell she went out there and slept with the backup kicker. And, I'm sorry. I mean, the backup punt returner, whatever the hell he was. Let me see if I got I don't see how, man. Hey, Coach finna go get some of these reels today, baby. Okay. Hey, shout out to the Miami Hurricanes. Got another commitment. Amari Wallace in the building. Man, Coach got Amari Wallace real quick, a 4-star from Miami Central, man, a safety. Shout out to him, man. All right, let me see I don't see how right quick. Let me go to my archives right quick. Oh, I got a perfect one. Oh, God, this is awesome.
All right, I'm ready. I want to see how I brought you by IOD Squad Investor Die. IOD Squad Investor Die 786-459-499. Every day we trade in the market, man. Wake up in the morning, we put plays in the market every day. You can follow us and watch us trade. We talk about crypto, like anything you want to know about the stock market, bro. It's real. The reason it doesn't feel real to you because the knowledge wasn't given in school, because the lion is never going to wake up and tell the deer how to beat him. So you got to go find it yourself. And we getting down in IOD Squad Discord every day, 786-405-9499. I don't see how. Hey, this is one for you, dog. This one for you. I created this Saturday.
I'm ready.
College offers. A lot of times when I talk to kids and parents, I talk to them about college offers, kind of like talking to them about dating. Somebody likes you, they like you. Don't matter if you're short, tall, fat, skinny. A lot of times these coaches talk to the kids and the parents in this way that it's almost like, we love you, but not enough to offer you, but we love you. And it confuses the parents and it confuses the kids. So kids, listen, I want you to look at it like this. No matter what these college coaches say to you, if they don't hand you an offer that you can commit to today, it's the same as the girl in the classroom saying, John, you're a nice guy. I like you a lot, but I'm not ready for a relationship. Bottom line is, you didn't get the relationship or the offer. Same thing.
I don't see how, hey. I don't see how what? You can fill in the blank.
I'm lost as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see how the hell. I'm lost.
How you stole my own? See how you gave that same scenario earlier when we was talking about offers.
Oh, yeah.
And I created that video, same video I created this Saturday, but you gave the same scenario. When I talk to kids about offers, I talk about relationships.
Yeah. Hey,
same video.
Great minds think alike. Some of them just got to wear helmets. That's all. It's all good. Shout out to Chef Jerome and that boy. I was in there whipping that work. Hey, man, that's your boy right there. Hey, we got more to come out there on Chef Jerome. Appreciate you, dog, for the love. I'm still looking for some people to invite to my kitchen. So my I Don't See How is brought to you by Coach Hayes' new episode, Cooked by Coach. Perfect segue. Coach is looking for new patrons to his restaurant that are willing to come to the kitchen. And I'll show them how I can master up a perfect meal. Next episode is coming out. It's called Jerome's Jerk Chicken Wings. We got that coming out here next. That's the next episode, Jerome's Jerk Chicken Wings. And y'all make sure y'all check that out on the channel. And it's not just Colorado, it's anything. So I'm willing to talk to anybody and anybody. It could be Miami related as well. And so my I Don't See How, which I wish I would have put it up here, is that I tell people everything is not content. I don't know why I have to keep saying this, but people are willing to die about this. And just don't damn get it, bro. Y'all check this out.
I can drop ties in this, drop like flies in this. I cut ties in this, I'll cut ties in your face. Yeah, cut you like a lace. Nothing I do for good place. That's why I live in outer space.
The knife on a nail head.
That was hard to watch, dog. Why you ain't want it, man?
Because it's Hayes Street. Anything go down on Hayes Street, baby. Huh?
It was like, man, I was nerve-wracking.
Matter of fact, we might see Blueface with some stripper. We might see a cooking show. All I'm saying is, when you watch this kind of, like, I get you want to push yourselves to the limits. And maybe I'm just not that guy. But what did you... the fact that you could have failed and that nail could have went through your face. Let's just say the knife could have jabbed you in the throat, falls out, and the nail goes through your face, dog. Like,
hey,
I don't know, bro. What I'm scared of, and we've seen this already, content has created deaths, right? And I know people do stupid things all the time, but it's getting more popular now. This ain't just, remember the TV show Jackass with them boys, with Johnny Knoxville? You know, these guys here just doing stuff just to do it, bro. So
I don't think it's anything different than Evel Knievel back in the days and shit, right? Evel Knievel, that's incredible. I think.
But there's a safety aspect to it, though. There's danger. But they have safety coordinators. They have like even Jackass had safety coordinator.
This is raw. He's out there by himself. It's raw.
Even the barbecue grill, though.
Safety. But I'll tell you this, Hayes. I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this. There's some people out here that so it's a thin line in social media between not doing something, going viral, and now you have a stream of income. Yes or no? And I think if you're willing to get up, right, and risk your life, because I saw that the other day. So obviously he's went super viral. Now I don't know how he keep it up. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Steve Irwin out there with the animals until he gets bit and dies, right? I think some people see it as an opportunity, though. Now, if he's out there and it's not that, and he's just out there for attention, then that's a problem. But if it's not, you're trying to put food on your family table, and you're trying to. Because I just went to Busch Gardens and sat down and watched a show like this, and me and my girl kept asking each other, how did they train for that? Like, had a girl stand on 6 chairs. like, how did she know she could do that? Like, why did she train for that? So it's the same concept, right? Like the circus.
Yes, you can do things from the entertainment value that are death, that you can die from, right? Jumping ramps and so forth. I think I look at it different because and again, I may be making an assumption, but even though they're professionals, they can die from those things, just like playing football, right? We all know that risk.
Yeah, true.
However, this is sudden death, dog. You have a knife in your mouth, balancing the tip of a knife on the nail head, not the head of the nail, but the pointy part of the nail, with all your weight with it. Like, and a lot of that stuff is optical illusions, right? So some of that stuff you see, this right here, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And like you said, you can play Russian roulette long enough. Eventually, you're going to strike out. So he could do 6 of them videos and go, 5 of them and go viral. But that 6th one is going to be some slow singing and flower bringing. That's all I'm saying.
I just hope, man. I just hope he know what he's doing. That's the best thing I can say. You feel me? Like, I just hope he know what he's doing.
Hold up now. Oh, thank you, Chef Jerome. He said, Coach Hayes, he said they ain't got the balls to hop on the show and debate you. I'll be back on when the season starts. I guess 5. Come on, dog.
Is there any value? And tell them, is there any value for them coming on the show and debating you? Like, how do they benefit? Talk to me.
Sure, they benefit, man. Of course, you can display your knowledge of the game. Have no problem with that. You can definitely prove your point. But if you're a guy who can stump me, then guess what? You get a quote-unquote stump Coach Hayes. A lot of people don't like me for whatever reason. That's okay. So everybody wants to see the Joker go down. You understand? And that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. But also, if you are a content creator, come on, man, let's make content. But nobody has to die. Like this guy with the nail. We'll make great content. You can share it on your channel. I share it on my channel. I'm not here to call it exclusive, and just what it is.
Kind of like Drake. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, did you see that concert, bro?
No, I didn't.
Oh man. He Amazon Prime streamed a live concert on Juneteenth, bro, and he brought out Crips, Bloods. Oh, like the helmet. I was just making sure I ain't getting them a Beijing on the helmet. I put my helmet back on. Dog, he brought out Crips and Bloods. Dog, he brought out. Damn, I'm struggling over here, man. That's what's going on. Dog, he brought out Crips, Blood. He brought out all of Cali, dog, from Dr. Dre to YG to Grimble. Like, dog, whoever didn't take it, I'm not a big California music fan, but that was cool how he did that.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
5 times. But what I'm saying is your show is like Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Like they went at it, and I just think it made both of them more famous. Period.
Yeah, it's the same. So you're right. So to your point, right? a lot of people have questions about things that I say or whatever in regards to football, right? And I understand that. So instead of me just talking and people getting their fingers blistered up from typing me to death, let's come on there, let's have a conversation. And we'll talk about it. That's it. There's no emotion, no feelings involved. I ain't gonna cuss you out. And I clearly showed you if I see my way is wrong, like Street showed me the light. I was like, dang, you know what, Street? I ain't think about that. All right. I have no problem with that. I tell people I don't know everything. I don't. Right. I'm just an expert at everything. No, I'm just playing with you. But I'm just saying, just saying that. And really quick, Xavier Anderson, you talked about Juju already. Huh?
He's trying to take the head off. Don't fall for that bullshit he talking. He's trying to take the head off. So come with your ammo. Have you a couple mama jokes. He's trying to take the head off.
And I'll just say this. A lot of people don't realize this. There is a difference between a conversation and a debate. And that's where people don't understand. What me and Jerome did, shout out to him, dog. Much love to him, dog. You got a great spirit about this. It was a debate. That's where people miss it. It's not me and you, Street, are having a conversation. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to prove or disprove what you said. I'm listening to you. You talking to me. I may agree, disagree, and we move on. But in a debate, that's what a debate is. You are trying to prove a point and sway people to your side, and you may have to disprove your opponent in that process. That's just what it is.
Right.
And they don't understand, like, they don't get that part. So when you have a debate versus a conversation, it's totally different, right? That's how in the barbershop or on the corner, conversations turn into debates. That's way different than walking into a debate.
Right.
So yeah, anybody that's willing, man, make sure you hit me up. You can DM me on Twitter, email me, whatever the case may be, and we can make it happen. I love to talk about it.
All right, let's get out of here, dog.
All right, man. With all that being said, Coach Hayes, 410 people. This is my man D Street. We are in St. Petersburg, Russia today. We hanging out with Putin, see what he's talking about, see if we can get some inside information. That should trigger the algorithm right there as they scan it. I used his name. And so with all that being said, hey, it ain't always cold in Russia like people think. I'm seeing people with shorts on and jackets. So maybe y'all might want to check out Russia, man. They don't look like Rocky. If he dies, he dies. Remember that? It don't look like that. Like they're chilling, man.
Boy, everybody remember that epic. See, if he dies, he dies.
Anyway, so with that being said, we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all check us out Monday through Friday, 7-ish o'clock. We always in the building. So you don't miss it. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button so you will be notified of all of the things we got going on. And with that being said, Footballville mama so big, Putin don't even use a snowplow. He make her walk in front of the car. I got to go. Bye.